Let's come back. Trigonometric equations. Basically, equation, of course, anywhere equal to symbol is there, something is there on the left, something is there on the right, is called equation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, if what is there here and here is trigonometric terms like sin x, cos x, tan x, secant x, and all, it's called trigonometric equation. That's it. Okay. And every equation will have solutions, at least supposed to have. Okay. So basically, trigonometric equation means there will be an equation involving trigonometric terms, and we have to find solution. We also will do solve trigonometric inequalities also. Even though the chapter name is trigonometric equations, there are also some inequalities also involving trigonometric expressions. We will even do that. Okay. Now let us look at some common things that will come across. Okay. Sin x equal to 0 is an equation. Can you tell me some x values satisfying this equation?
0.
0.
Okay.
Pi 4 pi.
2 pi.
180.
Okay.
Sin 180.
Multiples of
Okay. Pi, somebody is saying 180 degrees. Good. Anything else? Yes, anything
all
else?
multiples of pi.
All integral multiples of pi. What about minus pi, minus 2 pi? They are also okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They are also okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now look at, think about cos x equal to 0. We'll come back to this. Cos x
90.
equal to 0. Okay, 90. And what else?
2n plus 1 into pi by 2.
Odd multiples of 90. Odd multiples of 90. Even multiples of 90 are not okay?
Sir.
Just a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so for this, if at all you want to write in radians, 0 okay, pi okay, 2 pi okay, 3 pi okay, minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. All these are okay. You can go forever, any integer multiple of pi. So if you want to write that solution in general, we can write x is equal to n pi, where n can be any integer. Z is set of integers. Okay. So sin x equal to 0, we have a lot of solutions like this. All of them put together is x equal to n pi, where n can be an integer. Cos x equal to 0, yes, we have pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, so on, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2, so on. Basically, that is odd number into pi by 2. Either it may be positive odd number or negative integer. Okay. So how to cover all the negative integers? You can write x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to z. But nothing wrong if somebody wants to write 2n minus 1 also, or 2n plus 5 also. 2n minus 1 into pi by 2, n belongs to z. Will this also cover all the integers, all the odd numbers here?
Yes, sir.
Here if you put n equal to 0, you will get 1, and here if you put n equal to 1, you will get 1. Here if you put n equal to 1, you will get 3. Here if you put n equal to 2, you will get 3. But both will cover every odd multiple of pi by 2. Why only 2n plus 1, 2n minus 1? Somebody can take 2n plus 91 into pi by 2. That will also cover all the odd numbers. If I take n equal to minus 45 here, what will happen?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. If I take n equal to minus 44, 3 pi by 2. Okay. But I think in IP textbooks, usually they write like this. But in mains or advanced exam, you can write like this or like this. All these are fine, nothing wrong. Okay. Here also I don't have to write, I can write n plus 1 also, I can write n plus 2 also. Basically, it should cover all the integers. This should cover all the odd multiples of pi by 2. Okay. All these are fine, but in IP when you are writing, I think we should write only this. I have to refer the textbook whether this one or this one. But this. 0, 2n plus 1 into 5. Fine, correct. Okay, so this is what is accepted in IP, even though others are right. Okay, coming to tan x equal to 0. Anybody want to tell what is the general solution for this?
N pi.
Same.
Sin x.
Yeah, whenever sin x is 0, tan x is 0. Both are equivalent. Okay. One thing, we call this a general solution. X equal to n pi, we call general solution, where all solutions of this are covered in that. Okay. So what we are trying to write is general solution, but these are all specific solutions, and these are general solutions. So tan x equal to 0 is same as sin x equal to 0. So x equal to n pi, where n belongs to z. You should not forget to write n belongs to z. Otherwise, somebody can take n is a real number, natural number, so many things are. In fact, in IP exam, if you write everything nice but don't write n belongs to z, they'll cut some marks. Let us see if somebody can come up with correct solution for this. Cos x equal to 1. First, tell me some examples for this. Then tell me general solution.
0.
0.
0. Okay. Next.
2 pi. 2 pi.
2 pi. Pi is not okay.
No, sir.
Why not?
Minus 1.
We get minus 1.
Yes. So 0 okay, 2 pi okay. What else?
4 pi.
4 pi minus 4 pi.
4 pi, 6 pi, so on. Right?
2 and 5. Minus
So general solution is a multiple of 2 pi. Right?
When
So x is equal to 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, so on. Minus 2 pi, minus 4 pi, minus 6 pi, so on. Okay. So this general solution is x is equal to 2n pi, where n belongs to z.
Sir, what you wrote for this cos x last one? 2n plus?
Minus 2, this is just 2n pi, that's it, n belongs to z.
Sir, no, sir. Cos x, second point.
This one I just wrote 91. I was just saying it should cover all the odd numbers. Why only you can write 2n plus 5, 2n plus 15, any odd number you can write. I just took an
Yes,
example.
sir.
90.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Cos x, I hope all of you are, maybe I did not tell explicitly. You have written all these things, what is there on the board, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cos x equal to minus 1. First of all, tell me some solutions, then we'll write general solution.
5.
Pi 3 pi
Pi 3 pi 5 pi.
3 by minus.
3 by 5 pi.
Basically odd multiples of pi, because cos is 1 here and minus 1 is here when you take the direction. Okay, this means 0, next rotation 2 pi, next rotation 4 pi, next rotation 6 pi. This means pi, next rotation 3 pi, next rotation 5 pi, so. Okay, so I can even write minus pi, minus 3 pi, minus 5 pi, minus 7 pi. So all of them put together. How should I write? Anybody want to tell?
2n plus
2n
2n plus 1 pi.
Yeah, you
Plus
can
1 pi.
2n plus 1 into pi. Okay, n belongs to z. You can write 2n minus 1 into pi also, n belongs to z. So you can write different things. Any odd number, odd multiple of pi. That's the main point.
n plus 1 into 5 by 2.
2n plus 1 into 5 by 2.
by 2.
Are you sure about it, Satyanarayana? X equal to 5 by 2 is okay. What is the next possibility? Is it 3 pi by 2?
Five pi by 2.
We'll get 5 by 2, and next is again 2 pi plus 5 by 2 is 5 pi by 2. And what is the next one going to come?
Minus
9 pi.
9 pi by
9 by
2.
2.
Add another 2 pi, it will be 9 pi by 2. We have to keep on adding 2 pi. Anyway, after all, periodicity. If there is a solution, add 2 pi, that is also solution. For any one of these equations, tan period is pi, so we have to keep on adding pi. Cos period is, here pi comes, but in general, it's okay. Where are we now? Yeah, what about negative numbers? Minus pi by 2, is it okay? Yeah, minus 90 degrees is okay or not okay?
Not okay.
Not okay.
Because it will be minus 1. Rather, minus 3 pi by 2 will be okay. Minus 7 pi by 2 will be okay. Minus 11 pi by 2 is okay. So how to write this? Is it is 4n plus 1 into pi by 2. You can take n equal to 0, we'll get 1 into pi by 2. N equal to 1, we'll get 5 pi by 2. N equal to 2, we'll get 9 pi by 2. Okay, so all these questions, I hope everybody is clear. We are writing the all possible solutions that we can think of, and then we are thinking of an expression which can cover all of them together. Okay. Sin x equal to minus 1. Anybody want to tell some x values? Sin x is minus 1 here.
Three pi by 2.
Yes, 3 pi by 2, correct.
5 by 2.
Which one?
7 pi by 2.
7
pi
sin
by 2.
x.
So add 2 pi. 7 pi by 2. One rotation 3 pi by 2, next rotation 7 pi by 2, next rotation.
11
11 pi by 2.
Put on the negative side.
minus 5 by 2.
Minus 5 by 2. Next negative.
Minus 5 pi by 2.
Minus 5 pi by 2. We have to subtract 2 pi. Again subtract 2 pi minus 9 pi by 2.
Minus 9 pi by 2.
So general, you can write 4n plus 3 or 4n minus 1. Anything is okay. 4n plus 3 into pi by 2. Or you can write 4n minus 1 into pi by 2. Okay. Cos square x equal to 1. Anybody want to tell all the x values satisfying this? Or some examples?
Pi by 2. 2 pi by 2.
Cos square x equal to 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0.
Integral multiples of pi.
Yes, all integral multiples of pi. In fact, cos square x equal to 1 means what is the value of sin x?
0.
Okay. So cos is the 1 or minus 1. Both are covered, these two, and those two places sin is 0. This is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. All multiples of pi will be covered here. So 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, so on. Even minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, so on. It also means sin x is 0. And x equal to n pi, n belongs to z. These two are equivalent. When sin x is 0, I cannot say cos x is plus 1. Cos x may be plus 1 or minus 1. But these two equations are equivalent. And you can even subtract, bring this side, you get sin square x equal to 0, which is same as sin x equal to 0. Sin square x equal to 1. What is the smallest value that you can think of? Positive value? Yeah. So sin square x equal to 1 means cos x equal to 0. Or if you want to write pi by 2, okay. 3 pi by 2, okay. 5 pi by 2, okay. 7 pi by 2, okay. Minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2, minus 7 pi by 2. They're all put together. This is basically cos x equal to 0, which means x is equal to 2n plus 1 into 5 by 2, n belongs to z. Okay, see these formulas you don't have to by heart. You have to remember, not in a very dry way. You understand already that what are the solutions and how to write put together. Okay. And first three formulas we'll use. 4 to 9 I just mentioned as a formula, but we are not going to use them that frequently. Okay. And they're quite common sense that you can make out. All right. So 4 to 9 are not important to remember or by heart. Okay. When need comes, we places we'll see. Otherwise, first three formulas we are going to use quite frequently. We'll see later on how to use it. Let me cover all the formulas today. Okay. I'm going to erase this now. Okay. What I'm going to now write, please don't write it on your notebook, just try to answer and then we'll see. Let us say sine square x equal to 1 by 4. I want some x value satisfying this positive values. You can tell in degrees also, I don't mind, radians also no problem.
30 degrees.
Okay, 30 degrees.
One 150.
degrees.
Yeah.
150.
In second quadrant also we will get, yes, 150 degrees, 180 minus
110 degrees.
210.
210 degrees. Okay.
330.
330, sir.
Yeah, in every quadrant we'll get one solution. You're right. First quadrant, second quadrant, is 180 minus 30, 180 plus 30, and 360 minus 30. Next will be 360 plus 30, 390. In fact, add 360 to all four, we'll get another 4. Add 720 to all four, we'll get another 4. I'm sure negative of these angles also okay, right? Yeah. Because square is there.
Yes, sir.
So minus 30, minus 150 and all that. Now let me change slightly. Sine square x is equal to sine square alpha. Okay. Alpha is known number. Let us say alpha is 17 degrees. Let us take an example. Okay. Let me directly write 17. What is the big deal? Sine square x equal to sine square 17 degrees. Try to tell angles in degrees which are solutions for this equation. One obvious solution is
17.
17 and minus 17.
Minus 17 also is obvious. Okay. What else? 137. Are you sure about it?
163.
197.
163, sir.
Yeah, from 180 you have to subtract 17. 180 minus 17 is 163.
190.
190? Yeah,
Seven.
you can also take,
197.
yeah, 180 plus 17 is also okay. Yes, what else?
343.
346.
43. Yeah, 343. Yes, basically this is 17, this is 180 minus 17, 180 plus 17, and 360 minus 17. Because sin 180 plus theta or sin 180 minus theta is minus sin theta. Cos 180, sin 360 plus theta or 360 minus theta also will be plus or minus sin theta. Square will take care. Okay, now sin square x equal to sin square alpha implies x can be alpha, pi minus alpha, pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha. This is what we get in first quadrant, second quadrant, third, fourth, again, first one. I can even take negative of all of them. Minus alpha, minus pi plus alpha. That's correct. Minus of pi minus alpha is minus pi plus alpha. Yes. And minus pi minus alpha, minus 2 pi plus alpha, minus 2 pi minus alpha. So I'm taking all these things, multiplying with minus because square is there to be taken care, right? Okay. Anybody want to tell how to write all these answers put together? How to write x in terms of alpha, taking care of all these options?
Integral multiples of pi plus or minus alpha.
Excellent. Very good. N pi plus or minus alpha. If you take n equal to 0, these two will be covered, plus or minus alpha. If you take n equal to 1, these two will be covered, pi plus alpha, pi minus alpha. If you take n equal to 2, these two will be covered. When you take n equal to minus 1, these two will be covered. When you take equal to n equal to minus 2, this will be covered. Basically, if you have pi plus alpha or pi minus alpha or 2 pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha, any multiple of pi, whether you take plus alpha or minus alpha, sign is going to become either plus sin alpha or minus sin alpha. The square will take care of the minus also. Okay, so first of all I gave example of some number 1 by 4. Then I gave example of some 17 degrees. Then I took alpha and wrote all these solutions. And then we combined all of them and we wrote this as a formula. Okay. So the reason I'm telling like this is so that I'll not just tell this is formula just by heart. You should have some idea how it came. Okay. So for this there are so many solutions. All those solutions are covered here. Anybody any doubt about this? No. Okay. So this is our tensor formula. This you can write.
Sir, n belongs to closed minus 2 to plus 2.
No. I can go further. 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi also. I just said dot.
Yes, sir.
Even if you take 100 pi plus alpha, you'll still be in the first quadrant or okay. So far, anybody has any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, rhythm day completed, copying whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 11th one, before writing, I want to give some examples, so don't have to write these examples. Cos square x is equal to 1 by 2. Anybody want to tell some solutions for this?
45 degrees.
45 degrees.
Yes.
135.
135.
225.
225 degrees.
225.
315.
350. And I'm sure cos theta, cos minus theta are same, so even minus 45,
Minus 45.
they're all okay, right? Okay, let's say cos square x is equal to cos square 7 degrees. Now, what are the different solutions for x?
7. 173.
173, yes.
187.
Okay, so 173, I'll write 180 minus 7 degrees. Okay, 180 plus 7 degrees. What is the next possibility?
360 minus 7.
360
minus 7.
360 minus 7 and 360 plus 7. And minus of all these things also. Because cos theta equal to cos minus theta anyway. Then multiply minus also, all of them are okay. So now we can write easily the general. So when I take cos square x equal to cos square alpha, then x can be same thing. Alpha, pi minus alpha, pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha. Because in trigonometry, when we in the beginning, when we learned formulas like sin 90 minus theta, cos 180 minus theta, what did we learn? As long as you have multiple of 180 plus or minus theta, you will get same function. If it is odd multiple of 90, you will get a sin becomes cos and cos becomes sin. So we want cos to remain as cos plus or minus secondary. What should be here is even multiple of 90, which means multiple of 180. That's what this formula says. As long as it is multiple of 180, then sin x will become sin alpha. Either it is plus sin alpha or minus sin alpha, but square will take care of that. Same thing for cos. Okay. If it is odd multiple of pi by 2, sin will become cos and cos will become sin. But if you want to sin to the minus sign, it is even. That's it. So without writing all these examples also directly you can write. This is minus alpha, minus 5 plus alpha, minus 5 minus alpha, minus 2 pi plus alpha, minus 2 pi minus alpha, so on. All these things, again same answer. X is equal to n pi plus r minus alpha, where n belongs to z. I forgot this boy's name who joined little late, Miss Trigonometry to some extent, once or something. Are you able to follow? What is your name? I forgot. One of the last roll numbers.
Sir.
Mithun, no, it's okay. Mithun, I think you know trigonometry, you're able to follow. Is it 341 Vamsia? Okay. 341 Vamsia, are you there? Mithun, you also missed trigonometry classes, huh?
Yes, sir.
But you could complete it on your own later on?
Yes, sir, I can complete.
That's good. Okay. Okay. Tan also same story, so I'm not going to spend any time on it. Taking an example, tan square x equal to tan square alpha. Also again, x can be alpha, pi minus alpha, because tan will remain as tan. Tan should not become cot, means it should be multiple of 180, not multiple odd multiple of 5. So I will not even write all these examples directly. X equal to n pi plus r minus alpha, n belongs to z. So we don't have any difference in the formulas here. Whether you have sin square x equal to sin square alpha, or cos square x equal to cos square alpha, or tan square x equal to tan square alpha, as long as squares are there, for all of them solution is x equal to n pi plus r minus alpha. Okay. In fact, all are equivalent only. I'll show you how they are equivalent. Write this cos square x as 1 minus sin square x. This cos square alpha is 1 minus sin square alpha. Cancel 1. Will you get this equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And divide this by this, you'll get this equation. Okay, so they're all same. In fact, if they ask cosecant square x equal to cosecant square alpha, also same solution. Secant square x equal to secant square alpha, same solution. Cot square x equal to cot square alpha, also same solution. Main point is in the beginning when you learn sin 180 plus theta, 360 plus theta, 270 minus theta, as long as it is a multiple of 180, plus or minus theta doesn't matter, we get same sin theta. It may be plus, it may be minus. So if you want square here, then this should be multiple of 180. That's it. That's the main point. Okay. How to use these formulas in the questions? We'll see. There are only 3 more formulas will be done. Again, this 13th one, first of all, let us look at some examples and then make a formula. Cos x is equal to 1 by 2. There is no square. Okay, I want solutions. Anybody want to tell some solutions?
60.
60. Okay. When will you get again
120.
solution? Are you sure? What is cos 120 value?
Sir, no, sir.
Minus half.
Minus half. Cos is positive in first quadrant, and after that again it is positive in which quadrant?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant.
330.
270.
Fourth quadrant. What is the angle in fourth quadrant which can give 1 by 2?
240. 300.
300.
300, sir.
360 minus 60 or 300. Again, what is the angle in the first quadrant? Next first quadrant. First quadrant covered. Fourth
360
quadrant
plus
covered.
60.
360 plus 60.
420. 420.
420. Yes, correct. Next fourth quadrant.
720 minus
720 minus.
Yeah, 720 minus 60. So we understand cos x is positive only in two quadrants, first and fourth. After getting first quadrant, we don't get any solution second. 180 minus 60 will not come. 180 plus 60 will not come, but that is for minus 1 by 2. Next is this one, fourth quadrant, next first quadrant, next fourth quadrant. I can take minus of all of them also, right?
Yes, sir.
So cos minus theta is same as cos theta. Okay, now let us say cos x equal to cos 9 degrees. Okay, what are the x values will come?
90
171.
Degrees
171.
minus 9 degrees.
360 minus 9.
360 plus
Yeah,
9,
next possibility is only 360 minus 9 because you cannot get 180 minus 9 or 180 plus 9 because cos is going to be negative. Cos 180 plus 2. What is the next possibility?
9.
360 plus 9.
So we got first quadrant, fourth quadrant, first quadrant. What is the next first quadrant?
360 plus 9.
720 minus
720 minus 9.
20 minus 9. Next one.
720 plus
720 plus 9.
Yeah. So this is the fourth, this is the first quadrant. Next fourth quadrant, next first quadrant. Again, negative of all of them, right? So when I take cos x is equal to cos alpha, x equal to alpha, okay. Again, fourth quadrant, which is 2 pi minus alpha. Again, first quadrant, 2 pi plus alpha, 4 pi minus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, so on. I can take minus alpha, minus 2 pi plus alpha, minus 2 pi minus alpha, minus 4 pi plus alpha, minus 4 pi minus alpha. Basically, I should have in fourth and first quadrant cos is positive. So cos 360 plus or minus theta is cos theta. Okay. So based on this formula mainly, if alpha is here, this can be any multiple of 360 plus alpha or minus alpha. You can see these two will cover 360 plus or minus alpha. These two will cover 720 plus or minus alpha. This will cover 0 plus or minus alpha. This will cover minus 360 plus or minus alpha, minus 720. You can have any multiple of 360, either positive integer multiple or negative integer multiple also. So anybody want to tell what is the general solution for this?
2n pi plus or minus alpha.
2n pi plus or minus alpha.
That's good. 2n pi plus or minus alpha where n belongs to z. Any multiple of 2 pi. 0 okay, 2 pi okay, 4 pi okay, 6 pi okay. Actually, tan is easier than this. I will start with tan, but it's okay. Anybody is not able to follow some point, please stop me, I'll explain, not a problem. Okay. Saket, roll number 108, are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I take tan x equal to 1 by root 3, one obvious solution is 30 degrees. What is the next solution?
180 plus 30.
10 degrees.
Yeah. Tan is positive only in first and
Third quadrant.
Third quadrant.
it will be 180 plus 30. And next,
360 plus 30.
60 plus 30.
plus 30.
for first and third, again we have to go to next first quadrant, which is 360 plus 30. And next third quadrant,
540 plus 30.
540 plus 30.
540 plus 30.
yes. Minus of this is not okay. Minus 30 is not okay. But minus 180 plus 30. should
Minus
be.
180 plus 30.
Yes, you are right. If I tell tan x is equal to tan 2 degrees, one obvious solution is 2 degrees. What is the next solution?
180 plus 2.
180 plus
180
2.
plus 2.
180 plus 2. Is 180 minus 2 okay?
No, sir. It
No,
is
sir.
What is tan 180 minus 2 degrees?
minus 2.
Minus
Minus
10.
tan 2.
Minus.
Minus 2.
Yeah, tan is positive only in first and third. So after getting alpha, we'll get next to this one. What about next solution?
360.
360 plus
Plus 2.
360 plus 2. Next solution?
540
540
plus 2.
plus 2.
540 plus 2.
Next to 720 plus 2. Minus 180 plus 2. Will it give me tan 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Basically 2 degrees is here. 180 plus 2 is here. You can go backward. From 2, you can subtract 180 also, you'll reach here. Okay, that is this one. Or you can use the formula also, it will come, not a big deal. Okay, so mainly tan is positive in first and third quadrant. So that makes it the easier way to write. So when I take tan x equal to tan alpha, I'll be getting x is equal to alpha, 5 plus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha, 3 pi plus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, so on, minus pi plus alpha, minus 2 pi plus alpha, minus 3 pi plus alpha, so on. You can keep on adding 180 or keep on subtracting 180 degrees to get different solutions. Now, how to write general solution is very easy. What is that?
Plus or minus n pi plus alpha.
Should I need to write a plus or minus n pi? Is this plus or minus? Is it required?
Not required plus or minus, sir.
You write also no problem, but n will cover both positive and negative integers, so not necessary. Okay, so n pi. Everywhere plus alpha only. N pi plus alpha.
Plus alpha.
This can be 0 plus alpha. This can be pi plus alpha, 2 pi, minus pi. Basically, all these are integer multiples of pi plus alpha. You can easily remember this because first and third and again first, again third, everything is covered. Okay, so this is a general solution. Okay, only sign is a small trick is there. We have to see that. Let us take, I'll take directly sin alpha and try to write. X equal to alpha is one obvious solution. Sin is positive in which quadrant?
First and second.
First and second quadrant.
What is the angle in second quadrant which can satisfy this equation?
180
180 minus.
alpha.
Sin 180 minus theta is sin theta, pi minus alpha. So when I covered first and second, again I cannot take third and fourth because sign will be negative. I have to go to next first quadrant. What I will get?
2 pi plus alpha.
2 pi plus alpha. And next second quadrant?
3 pi minus alpha.
Yes, 3 pi minus alpha. First of all, it should be multiple of pi only. Either what you call it? Either you take cos x equal to cos alpha, or tan x equal to tan alpha, sin x equal to sin alpha. Here you should get multiple of pi. It cannot be odd multiple of pi by 2 because then cos x will become sin alpha. Okay, but whether it's even multiple of pi or odd multiple of pi, plus here, minus here, that depends on some function. But it has to be multiple of pi. Yeah. So alpha, pi minus alpha. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant. Again, next first quadrant.
4 pi
4
plus
pi
alpha.
plus
4 pi plus alpha.
Pi plus alpha, 5 pi minus alpha, so on. I can go backward also, write minus pi plus alpha, am I right? Or minus pi minus alpha. Minus pi minus alpha. Minus 2 pi plus alpha. Minus 3 pi minus alpha. Just a minute, something happened to my system. You can think about it, how to write general solution, okay? Here you have to think, when I have pi minus alpha, when I have 2 pi plus alpha, when I have 3 pi minus alpha, when I have 4 pi plus alpha, when I have 5 pi minus alpha. So whenever I have even multiple of pi, it should be plus alpha. Whenever I have odd multiple of pi, I should have minus alpha. So taking care of all that, how to write general solution, think about it. Not that you know formula before. Somebody has seen in a book or learned before, I don't want that. Right now, think about it. Odd multiple of pi minus alpha, even multiple of pi plus alpha.
Sir, 2n 2n pi plus alpha and 2n pi minus alpha. No. 2n plus 1 minus alpha.
Yeah, that's nice. These are two union of those two. Yes.
Why 2n, sir?
No, what she want to cover is, she want to cover these things separately. So she was telling 2n pi plus alpha, all plus alphas. And all the negative ones she want to cover. So that is 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha. So she's telling this
Yes, sir.
and this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is unacceptable. But anything else anybody want to say?
Sir, sir, n pi plus minus 1 power n into alpha.
Yes, that's nice. You could get, before, or you could tell just now?
Just now only.
Oh, that's very nice. You are giving all answers. Excellent.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so this is 15th one. How to take care of all of them? Yeah, somebody said that wherever plus alpha is there separately, wherever minus alpha is there separately, it's nice. Nothing wrong with that. But there is one thing which can take care of both. Is n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. N belongs to Z. Okay, this is a small trick here to get alternately plus minus. When you put n equal to 1, minus 1 whole power 1 will be minus alpha, so I'll get pi minus alpha. When I take n equal to 2, minus 1 whole square will be plus, so it will be plus alpha. When I take n equal to 3, minus 1 whole cube is minus, so I'll get 3 pi minus alpha. So this minus 1 whole power n makes it alternately plus minus. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's it. No more formulas in this chapter, only this much. In that too also, first 1, 2, 3 formulas are important. 4 to whatever, something I told not important. Again, last 6. So last 6 means whatever. 15, 14, 13, and 12, 11, 10. So 4 to 9, those 6 formulas, we don't use that frequently. So don't worry about them. Okay. So we have these 3 formulas. First 3 formulas for sin x equal to 0, cos x equal to 0, tan x equal to 0. These 3, all of them, 3 in 1. Okay. You see in marking some advertisements, 2 in 1, 3 in 1, like that. In formulas also we have 3 in 1 formula. All right. For all 3 questions, only one formula. Whether you take sin square x equal to sin square alpha, cos square x equal to cos square alpha, tan square x equal to tan square alpha, there is only one formula, which is x equal to n pi plus or minus alpha. These are 3 formulas, 3 different things. Cos x equal to cos alpha, sin x equal to sin alpha, tan x equal to tan alpha. Of course, I have to tell one more thing. Let us see. Okay, but this 4 to 9, we don't use that frequently, so don't have to worry too much about that. Yeah, there are 3 more formulas which are also easy. Let us say carefully if somebody can tell this. Don't write this first, I'll give an example and then. Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2, cos x equal to 1 by 2. Tell me in degrees, what is the smallest positive angle satisfying both equations, this and this?
60 degrees.
60 degrees.
60 degrees.
60 degrees.
60 degrees.
What is the next positive angle which will satisfy both?
2 pi plus 60.
Are you sure you don't get anything before 360 plus 60? Between these two?
No, sir.
No. Yes, you are right. It's not
Only
sin to be positive and cos to be positive. Both. Which quadrant?
First quadrant.
So after this quadrant, first quadrant is over, you have to go to next first quadrant only. Again, next first quadrant only. This alone has one more answer called 180 minus 60. But that is not okay for this. This alone has an answer 360 minus 60. This one has an answer in fourth quadrant, but at that time it will be negative. This has one more answer in second quadrant, but at that time this will be negative. Okay, so again, next answer will be this. What about that next answer?
720 plus 60.
720 plus
120 plus
720 plus 6.
Yes. And that next answer?
1080 plus 60.
1080 plus, yeah, right. Let me change this question slightly. Okay. Sin positive, cos negative. Sin x equal to root 3 by 2, cos x equal to minus 1 by 2. What is the smallest positive angle in degrees satisfying both?
120 degrees.
20 degrees.
Yeah. Sin positive, cos negative in second quadrant. So we don't get anything in first quadrant. So we'll get 120. Okay. Will you get any answer in third quadrant?
No, sir.
Quadrant?
No, sir.
Yeah. In third quadrant, sin will be negative. In fourth quadrant, cos will be positive. First quadrant, both are positive. So again, I'll get next solution in the second quadrant only again.
Second.
So what is the next? Yeah.
480.
60 plus 120.
3 plus 120. Again, what is the next second quadrant answer?
720.
120 plus
120.
120.
720 plus
20.
Yes. Not only sin and cos, let me take sin and tan or cos and tan. Okay, let us take sin x is equal to 1 by 2 and tan x is equal to, or sin x equal to minus 1 by 2 and tan x is equal to plus 1 by root 3. What is the smallest positive angle satisfying this?
210.
210.
Yeah, sin negative and tan positive. Tan positive is in third and first, sin negative in third and fourth. The common is third quadrant. And the third quadrant angle is 180 plus 30, which is 210. Yes. Okay. So we don't get anywhere else. Fourth quadrant, we don't get solution because tan will be negative. First quadrant, we don't get solution because tan will be positive. Second quadrant, we don't get because tan will be negative. Again, next to third quadrant, what the answer will be?
570.
360 plus 210.
Yeah, 570, which is 360 plus 210. And next to third quadrant?
720
plus 210.
Okay. So the main point that you have to learn here is, whenever they give two equations together like this, if you know one angle satisfying them, the next angle will be again add 360, add 720 only, because there is only one quadrant which can cater to both signs here. That may be first or second or third. But once you get second, it will be again next second quadrant only. Once you get third quadrant, again it is next third quadrant only. So I'm going to write 3 more formulas, but that is also 3 in 1 in a sense. That is, if you have sin x equal to sin alpha and cos x equal to cos alpha, the general solution is x equal to 2n pi plus alpha where n belongs to z. If alpha is a solution, the next solution is again the adding 2 pi only. Next adding 4 pi, adding 6 pi. That is adding a multiple of 2 pi. If it is only this, I would have got one more solution, pi minus alpha. If it is only this, I would have got one more solution, 2 pi minus alpha. But both together, only 2 pi plus alpha. Okay. If you want to elaborate also, the solutions are alpha, next 2 pi alpha plus alpha, next 4 pi plus alpha, next 6 pi plus alpha, minus 2 pi plus alpha, minus 4 pi plus alpha, so on. You cannot get pi minus alpha or pi plus alpha or 2 pi minus alpha. Is everybody clear about 16?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I take sin x equal to sin alpha and tan x equal to tan alpha, both, then also same, 2n pi plus alpha only. N belongs to z. If I take cos x equal to cos alpha and tan x equal to tan alpha. So whenever two equations involved, it is only 2n pi plus alpha. Okay, yeah, that's it. No more formulas. Out of this 18, if you remove that particular 6 formulas, that is 4 to 9 or something, basically these 12 formulas, that's all, nothing more. In that, these 3 are 3 in 1 formula, another 3 are 3 in 1 formula. Okay, now we'll see some simple questions using these formulas, directly straightforward, and then we'll see little variations of them. Sandeep, are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, anybody still copying from the board? No, very completed. Okay, anyway, just 1 or 2 minutes left, so I thought we'll start fresh Monday class questions. Functions, if you have any backlogs, please try to complete. Trigonometric equations, you don't have to start. Okay, just read the formulas and try to understand how they are correct. Okay, or how they derive. You don't have to by heart these formulas. If you understand how they are derived and get a feel of it, it is very easy. You don't have to struggle to remember. Questions will be on Monday class. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.